culture. When you say culture, what do you mean?
Yeah, so what I mean by culture is sort of like there are two things. One, it is the culture of the community that you want to curate and create in Web3, as well as the team culture, the value system of the team. So for community, that's a different story. So we understand right now it's a bear market, right? Who are the people in the bear market that are still sticking around? A lot of traders, a lot of flippers, and some would say degens, right? Now, if you want to build a project that focuses on premium, on building, on projects, and not so much on trading, then you need to cater to that, right? You need to build a culture around that. You need to start bringing in founders, bringing in builders, and not just advertising your project to degens and traders and maybe less informed investors, but people that have a longer term mindset in terms when it comes to investing.
Super cool, man. It seems like we have shared values as well. And this kind of leads to a little bit of a segue that will lead back to SOPs. We spend a lot of time supporting founders. As you may or may not know, we help these founders connect with capital, with top talent, with executive coaching, and distribution channels is kind of the last thing we're working on, because really that's what founders need, is kind of those four things, right? Now, a key thing we kind of notice with a lot of founders is that they're brilliant minds, especially to be in this space. They've got to be naturally curious. They've got to be really willing to take risks. They got to have a certain level of emotional fortitude, because it is still a young, immature market. That, call it what it is. It might be because of TikTok advertising, talking to people to get rich quick or whatever. So the expectation on founders is really, really high. And so for people to be willing to do that, especially reveal who they are and put their reputation on the line, there comes a kind of a special breed of person who wants to be a founder in the space, right? And so with that level of being that much of an outlier, it can be difficult to replicate what we do and train people around us to create, at least a close enough or even better result than we might be able to. How do you look at that process? How do you look at duplicating yourself? How do you look at SOPs? I know a lot of people who individually train people. I know people who just document the process they do and then share that document and hope for the best. And how do you look at that?
When it comes to building a project or being a founder in Web3, it's very, very different. The demands of that is far greater than of a normal tech startup. Why? Because now you have Discord and you have Twitter, and people, the community or holders or shareholders or investors would then be able to communicate directly with you and have all these unanswered questions that you need to answer. And if you
24/7.
don't, 24/7, correct. It's a 24/7 market in
Yeah.
crypto. To be at such a near length to the founder, and to have the founder have to step in to communicate such relations or answer some questions, it can be very mentally and emotionally draining.